Hello, I thought I'd make a quick vlog. And I was just watching a YouTuber, and he was talking about some of the things that Doge found. And they uncovered the fact that it wasn't just mice being transgender. They were going to use a lot of other animals and give them puberty blockers. And I mean, that's just demonic. It's demonic. These demonic rats had so much planned. They had so much planned for the United States and how to destroy it. And, I mean, who thinks of stuff like that? Who thinks that it's okay to test animals for with puberty blockers and with all those other and sex party drugs, whatever that is? I don't even know what that is, but I mean, what the heck? I'm sorry, I just took a shower. My hair is messy. Anyway, what the heck? What the heck? Who thinks that kind of stuff is okay? I mean, I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay to convince young children that they are the opposite sex of what they were born as, I should say. Anyway, but yeah, so I just, I don't even know what we saved ourselves from, you know? I don't. I don't know what we saved ourselves from. I mean, it was just going out of control. They were out of control. And with their woke agenda and their demonic agenda, woke demonic agenda, and the canceling because you said one thing 50 million years ago and you get canceled. All of that. All of that. And there's no room for forgiveness. There's no room for growth or change. Nothing. I mean, it's just so. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that President Trump won. I don't know what he's doing with Social Security, Medicaid, and food stamps. So I'm worried about that. And he's not going to touch those programs. Those programs will not be affected negatively. Okay, hope not. Because I'm hearing a lot of chatter saying that he's going to cut Medicaid, he's going to cut Medicaid, and he's not going to cut Medicaid. All right. Anyway, so, yeah, my hair, oh my gosh. Anyway, so now, yeah, I don't know what we saved ourselves from. And we saved ourselves from a world dominated by people who worship the devil. She is right in calling the Democratic leaders demonocrats. She is correct in saying that. I know a lot of you were offended, but she is correct. I know I offended a lot of people. I could tell. But, I'm sorry. No. No, and the demonocrats in Hollywood, and they need to go too. I mean, the majority of people don't want men in women's sports. I mean, it just makes sense to me that you wouldn't have a biological male competing in women's sports. It just makes sense to me. Like, of course you wouldn't do that. And of course you wouldn't just open the borders and let anyone in I mean, without checking on them and seeing who they are and, what, without vetting them, you know? Opening the borders is one thing, but just letting anyone in is another. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. In a country without borders, are we really a country if we don't have borders? We have to have borders, and that's not to say that I'm against immigration. I'm not. I'm more immigrants, okay, but come the right way. Come the right way. So, so yeah. So yeah. Uh and I was just thinking, I ran into one of the former people who call themselves my friends but weren't. But I ran into one of them, and he asked me, the first thing he said to me is, "What does so and so say about me when I'm not around?" I mean, give me a break. I mean, the drama was already starting. Nothing, and thank goodness I didn't say anything, but he never says anything bad about him. Nothing. So I was just, because he's not like that. He doesn't talk bad, like, well, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm sure he says stuff about me. 'Cause I could be annoying. I could be very, very annoying. So yeah, but he never said anything bad about him, and but that's the first question, and that's how they got me. Oh, let's talk. What does she say about me? And call her on the phone and let me listen and ask her questions about me. Whatever. I'll tell everyone right now what I think about all of my former friends. What I think about them. I think you're all evil. I think you all have problems. And I think that what you did to someone with as much mental problems as I had is wrong. It's demonic. It's evil. I want nothing to do with any of you. Nothing. I cursed them out. Not that I should have, but I did. And I cursed another one out too. And it was subconscious because they were talking to my subconscious. But, like I'm supposed to be this really nice person who, I'm supposed to be a really nice person and all that, and they've got me cussing them out. And Marissa had no conscious knowledge that she was cursing them out. She had no conscious knowledge. But I still did it. Yes, she still did it. But she wasn't conscious of it. They talked to her in her subconscious. And subconsciously, she wanted to say what she had to say. And it's not that I hate them. Well, I don't like them, but it's just they have the nerve to try to come back into my life. That's what really upsets me. That they have the nerve. They have the nerve to try to come back into my life. And that's because Marissa is gaining momentum. She's gaining momentum. She solved the homeless problem. A lot of people are recognizing her around the world for that. And she has a lovely lifestyle. Yeah. And people just want to come in and take it. That's what they do. They just take it. They just take things. And they don't just do this kind of stuff to Marissa. This is why you have to pray and beware of people involved with the occult. Because they believe that if they see something they like, they should just take it. They should just take it. And that's what they did with her husband. They just took him. They did everything they could to persuade him to be their friend and hate Marissa. And they used magic, and they used so many different means. And now Marissa is grappling with whether or not she should take him back. And we are out of it because we warned him back then that something like this might happen. We warned him. But he was too far gone. Too far gone to rationalize anything. Marissa has compassion, and that's the only reason why she is grappling with it. Because there was true love there at one point. And we got along really well, too. And yes, they had a wonderful relationship, but it was marred by all the infidelity and all the disloyalty and everything else he did to her. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so, I'm just like, please stay away from me, you evil people. All you evil people, please stay away from me. And, I can't help myself. I don't even know that I wouldn't curse them out consciously. I don't even know if I would or wouldn't. I think I might. And we are working with her to calm her anger. Yeah, because why are they coming back? I might just curse them out, consciously. Because it's the nerve to come back into my life. And just to take what I have, again, I have so little. You have a lot. Anyway, so, yeah. It's frustrating and exhausting. And to think that, once again, the same people are doing the same things to me. What did he say about me behind my back? And then you get out of here. I'm not a junior high school student. I don't care what someone says behind my back. I don't care. If it's really that bad, it would show in their actions. So, I don't care. Anyway, so, but yeah. That's how immature. And anyway, so that's why I don't ever want them back in my life because of how damaging they are, what they did to me, and how cruel, and they're just so cruel. That's all I can say is they're cruel. Cruel. Very cruel people. Very cruel. And I'm going to warn you too. My man warned you, and I'm going to warn you too. Beware of people involved with the occult. Beware. I have no choice because they're everywhere around me. They're around me. It's like I can't break free from them. They're everywhere. But if you can, if you know someone's involved with the occult, stay clear. Don't be their friend. Don't do anything unless they come talk to you. But I don't even know how to handle it other than prayer. That's what you need to do. You need to pray now every day. But if you don't, and you come across someone who's involved with the occult, you can see a priest and ask him for advice on what prayers to pray and what medals to buy and the rest. The priest will advise you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's that. I'm not gonna say any more. Just stay away from me. Stay away from me. You know? They act like they haven't aged a bit. You know? They act like they haven't aged. Like they're still young and crazy and no. No. I've aged and I'm glad I aged. I'm 56. I'm going to be 57 this year and I'm happy about that. I'm happy. Last year was hard, but this year's not going to be that hard. I'm going to be happy. Yeah. Anyway, so that's that. Let's see, what else? The dogs are here tonight. They're so cute and cuddly. They're so cute and cuddly. Yes, you are. You're a cuddly little baby. You're a cuddly little doggy. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, they're cuddly little doggies. They're cuddly. They're so cuddly. Last night, they slept all around me and they were cuddling. It was so sweet. And we took a couple naps during the day because I didn't fall asleep till late. And they were all snuggled up against me. They're so cute. They're so cute. They're so cute. Anyway, so that's that. The dogs are here and I'm happy about that. They go back coming up very soon. They're not going to be here long. This isn't a long visit. And what else? What else? You know, I saw my sister yesterday. And, you know, she always says she loves TV. I'm like, well, I don't want to watch TV. So she turned it off. But last night, I was over there and she was watching a couple shows. And one show was called Traitors. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe how great that show was. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna have to watch it when it comes out again, if it comes out again. Traitors. It was clean. It was clean. But, you know, it was mysterious and all of that and, you know, trying to figure out which players are the traitors and which ones are the faithful. And I mean, it was really good. I didn't watch any episode except the finale episode. And I mean, they had me hooked in the first 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes of that show had me hooked. So I'm going to have to watch it the next time it comes out. And then she watched something about people getting married. I mean, they get to know each other through a wall. And then if they like each other, then they get engaged. And then they meet in person. And then they get to know each other a little more. Then they go to the altar and they exchange vows. And it's at the altar whether they decide whether or not they say yes or no. They don't know. They don't know what the other person's going to say. And I think I don't care for that show. I don't care for that show. But everyone except one person said no on that show. And I felt so bad for the people who got rejected. I felt so bad for them. You know, because it's kind of unrealistic anyway. You have to really get to know someone. Because, you know, I don't know. I mean, you need to get to know them, get to know their lifestyle, their family, their friends, to see if you're compatible. You know? Anyway, but yeah, I didn't like that one. But Traitors I really did like. I really, really liked that one. So I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. And, but I don't have a TV, but I will watch it when it comes out when the next season comes out at my sister's house. So I'll be over there a lot watching Traitors. What else? Let me see. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, I know I upset a lot of people calling them Democrats. But are you serious? Are you serious with all the plans you had? All the plans you had? You don't like America. You don't want to make America great again. You wanted to keep it down. You wanted to knock America down as far as you could and keep it down. That's not right. That's not right. Anyway, and you started with the citizens, you started with the most vulnerable, the kids. The kids. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. And let's see, what else? I don't know. I really don't know because my men lied to me sometimes and we would never lie about people in need of housing. Well, I haven't seen any proof and that's because they're keeping it from you. Okay, so they're keeping it from me. Anyway, I just, I was on this whole note of keeping people down. When I think about, the woman I saw when I was a child sitting in the street bathing in a puddle, I just think to myself, would she have been able to get up and stand back on her feet and, have a decent life on her own? And the answer to that question is no. No, she wouldn't have. And we don't know what happened to her. But we know she's passed by now. Okay. That's very sad. I know the man under the bridge, the man who, stayed under the bridge in New York, received help, and he's doing fine now. But he would not have been able to stand up on his own had we not intervened. And the only reason we intervened was because of Marissa. It really is sad. It's sad to think that people are so mean to the homeless and to people with mental illness. It's very sad to think that. I know that when I had a nervous breakdown, people were yelling and screaming at me all the time, and I just didn't realize what I was doing. So, I don't know. And for people who aren't mentally ill but are homeless, and to just yell at them, and to just make fun of them and all that, which is what these women and men were doing. That's so evil, and it's so cruel. It's so cruel. And if it is true. Fine, I'll go with that. So I'm glad there's a place for them now. I'm so glad. I'm so glad the days of being on the street are over. Unless you want to go back. And almost no one wants to go back. I'm glad. You poor, poor, poor things. I don't know what you went through, but I'm sure you all have stories. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to end this vlog, and I'm gonna say I hope everybody watching has a good evening tonight and a great day tomorrow, and things go your way. Alright, bye.